Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome to the channel. It is July 13th, 2026, 3:42 in the p.m. And yes, Jesus is Lord, and he should be the Lord of our lives. I am broken. That's why my eyes are glassy. I'm gonna say it again. I am broken because I'm broken. That's why my eyes are glassy. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm gonna get through it. Last night, as I was lying down, the Lord said, I got something to show you. So I went to bed thinking, he's going to show me the ultimate. And I'm like, God, I don't think I'm ready for this. So I went to bed, had a decent sleep, and I woke up this morning, and that's what I saw. You see that there? That's today's date. Today's date is 7/13, and I got up at 7:13. Today is the anniversary of July 13th of 2024, when they say Trump was hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. Now, I knew in my hearts of hearts they would do something today. I knew it. In fact, John, if you watch it, I'm sure you'll be seeing this. I'm smiling now. So John says, yeah, Pearson, yeah, that's right. It's the anniversary. They probably gonna do something. I'm like, he said it so quick. But people, look, I was scared I was gonna mess up. And I was producing a video. I'm gonna follow up on that economic video. I'm going to follow up on that economic video later. But I'm saying this to you. We don't have much time. We're going to have to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. You pray for me, I pray for you. We're going to make it, okay? Now, I'm going to show you what God is showing me. I don't know why he called me. That's all I can tell you. But he called me for these last days. I'm going to do because I want you guys to know, and he wants you to know. He said, I'll never leave you and never forsake you. Now, again, today is the anniversary of Trump being hit in the ear. Trump's at the White House today, and he did something. And when I say he did something, boy, did he do something. And I'm going to tease you, then we're going to come back to 2 years ago, and we're going to go back into it. So let's start off at the 11:45 mark. We're going to go from there. I'm going to turn the volume up, pump up the volume. We're going to go from there, okay?
And I called Roger. I said, Roger, you got to call the president and tell him about this great idea, and can he move this forward? And the president's right. It was one phone call, and the president said, done. We're gonna celebrate America 250 with an IndyCar race for the first time in the U.S. Capitol. And so I appreciate that, Mr. President, for all you have done to make this event happen. It would not be going on unless we had presidential engagement. And I agree, the UFC fight was remarkable. But America's birthday doesn't end on the 4th of July.
They're going to have an Indy car race, a Grand Prix, Freedom 250 at the Capitol. August 22nd and 23rd. Why is that important? The checker flag. The checker flag. In chess, you have this. The chess, the black and white. And this makes up an X. This past week, in the last 10 days, God has shown me the 624. Those of you all who have been following me, you know about the 624. So let me go there, and we're going to go back. I'm going to try to make it short, but hey, if I can't, look, people, these are the videos to watch. This is countdown. Okay. In iPet Goat 2, you have two people in history, in the video. You have George Bush from the White House. You have him dancing on the White House floor. On the same floor, you have Barack Obama. He's on the same floor. He's there, trust me, he's there. And you have the lady with the apple. She's there as well. You guys have seen those videos. Just trying to make a point. This video came out on June 24th. June 24th. So now we have the checker flag, just like the checker floor. And you have the X. You have the X. I don't want to deal with the pressure, and God knows I don't want to, but I felt one day I would break a story to you guys about the exact date of the demise of Donald J. Trump. I think I got it. I think I do. Am I 100%? When you wake up at 7:13, and it's exactly 7:13 as a date, and before you go to bed, God troubles your spirit and says, I got something to tell you, I think I should pay attention. I think we should. Now, let's go back, because here's the 624. I Pet Goat 2, where I showed you George Bush and Barack Obama. That came out on 624. There was a lady who got proposed to on the Empire State Building a week and a half ago. Her birthday is 624. Argentina is in the playoffs. They might be in the finals. The soccer player who plays for Argentina, his name is Lionel Messi. His birthday is 624. Lionel Richie, the singer, on 624, he got sick on stage. He had to cancel his concert. He canceled his concert exactly 55 minutes into the concert. At 55 years old, Julius Caesar died. Let's not say more. Now let's get into this thing. The day of the RNC convention, I was there one of the days in Wisconsin. Trump spoke about the day he got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. Check it out.
Assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of. How do you know the assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of taking my life? So many people have asked me, what happened? Tell us what happened, please. And therefore I will tell you exactly what happened. And you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell. It was a warm, beautiful day in the early evening in Butler Township in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Music was loudly playing and the campaign was doing really well. I went to the stage and the crowd was cheering wildly. Everybody was happy. I began speaking very strongly, powerfully, and happily, because I was discussing the great job my administration did on immigration at the southern border. We were very proud of it. Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. The numbers were absolutely amazing. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do, when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet.
And you know from there, 2 years ago today, and God woke me up at 7:13, and it happened on 7:13. You tell me God ain't speaking? Come on, man. Now let's go forward. I'm gonna show you how this go. We're gonna go back into this thing. We go to the 13:25 mark. 13:25. I want you to listen. Here comes Mr. Penske, the guy who founded Penske Motor Oil, the Penske Company, all that good stuff. He's got on a purple tie. Second straight day, a major person had on a purple tie. The first one was whom? Yesterday, the late Graham. He had on purple. I will put the video in the description for your new subscribers. Everybody tell them welcome. Purple and blue. It don't always be the same shade, but purple and blue is Phoenician, a secret group who has a very different names. They run in the world. He just happened to have on purple yesterday. Well, the day he was in Ukraine making a speech, and on the way back the next day, dead. Purple tie. Well, guess what? Mr. Penske, who's part of this Indy 500 freedom race that they're going to have on the Capitol, he's about to speak. He's got on a purple tie. I want you to listen to his words. He's going to say the word checker flag. And then later on, when I end it, the other guy, the secretary, I guess he's of transportation, he's going to say 41 days. Listen to these words, because these are codes in my humble opinion. Listen.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary, and welcome everybody here today. It's an honor for me, Mr. President, to be here and be part of this celebration. When you think about 250 years of this country, it's an amazing time. It's a great place to live. It's a great place to work. And I think we're fortunate to have the most important office in the world give us the green light and then the checkered flag to have this event in August. Think about it.
The checkered flag. Remember what I said, the checkered flag. I told God ever since I said something back in the day. The day before the Pope died, I saw an X and I said somebody's about to leave. You'll see the video. So let me finish this and I'll show you. Okay, next we have the 1530 mark. 1530 mark. Okay, listen to these words here.
God chose us to have a different path here, and that path was to bring this race down around the National Mall, Secretary Burgum's support, the mayor's support, and of course, as the president said, within 24 hours of this idea changing onto the city streets, we had an executive order in my inbox to review, and then 4 days later, I was in his office here to sign it. I want to thank Eric Shanks, CEO of Fox Sports. It was Eric Shanks and my idea to bring this vision to our capital, and in 41 short days,
41 short days. You're going to see why that's important, because God gave me this decode on April 1st. This is why God had me retire early so I could keep up on this stuff. Listen again. Not only would he say 41 days, they're going to do a generalization. They're going to change a tire in 6.5 seconds. That's a date. Listen.
My inbox to review, and then 4 days later, I was in his office here to sign it. I want to thank Eric Shanks, CEO of Fox Sports. It was Eric Shanks and my idea to bring this vision to our capital, and in 41 short days, you're going to see the remarkable athletes competing for the one and only trophy that they're ever going to possibly see here, and that's the trophy to celebrate our country. Mark Royce from General Motors, these are his beauties out here. This car over here, by the way, has 1,250 horsepower, and this will pace our field to the green flag 41 days from now. So, Mr. President, thank you again for your support. Thank you again for your leadership. Thank you again for your vision. With that, I'm going to have our driver, David Malukas, start that car. You're going to see this amazing pit crew here from Team Penske change 4 tires, fuel, in about 6.5 seconds. Let's
6.5. To me, that's a date. Allegedly, that's a date. Now watch this. They're going to do it. Watch this. Six 6.5 seconds, 6.5. Okay, let's go. Let's start decoding this thing. Like I said, Mr. Penske had on the purple tie today, and Mr. Lindsay had on the purple tie the day that Trump talked to him, and that was the day that he departed. Now look, this is what I did over a year ago. Over a year ago, I said J.D. Vance was with the Prime Minister over there with the Pope, and he and her walked past a giant X. I said somebody's about to leave. In other words, somebody's about to die. And now today, before I went to bed last night, guys, like, I got to show you something. I got to tell you something. And I woke up to 7:13, and then today I'm gonna show you everything God's showing me today. It's gonna blow your mind. Today, they got the checker flag. You heard the man say checker flag, did you not? He said checker flag. That's the I Pet Goat, the floor, right? And that's the X. And I Pet Goat 2, the movie I showed you earlier, there's a V in Barack Obama's head. After that, the American flag spreads into 2, ships sink into the ocean, bombs are flying, the Antichrist is on a boat, and all chaos happens everywhere. It's got to be WW3. Look, people, look, watch this here. Here's the video, J.D. Vance.
Thank you very much for your visit. Of course. And thank you for seeing me.
There are two significant things I want you to see. The gold tie. He's bringing in the golden age, flanked by the Phoenician tie of the Tiffany blue. The golden age. There's nothing wrong with these colors. Satan speaks through these colors. Golden age is a dynasty. The purple reign, not the R-A-I-N, the R-E-I-G-N of the Antichrist. R-E-I-G-N. Purple and blue, you can wear those colors. Satan just happened to historically speak through those colors, okay? Now watch. Then I want you to see this. As he met with the Prime Minister of Rome, when he walked in, what do you see? It's an X. It's so deep, what they allegedly put in front of our face, but it's there. X is the 24th letter of the alphabet, which means somebody will be leaving soon. Oh, it's so deep. I can't wait to bring it to you. Did you hear me? And the next day, the Pope was dead. The next day, he was gone, y'all. He was gone. Somebody will be leaving soon. One more time. An X. It's so deep, what they allegedly put in front of our face, but it's there. X is the 24th letter of the alphabet, which means somebody will be leaving soon. J.D. Vance is over here somewhere with the Prime Minister, and this is right there. And I said somebody gonna be leaving soon, and the very next day the Pope died. Now, so what I'm saying is that there was an X then. You think this is not an X now? You think this is not an X now? And the floor of iPad GOAT 2? Come on, man. Now watch this. It's going to blow your mind. Remember he said 6.5 seconds they're going to change the tire? 6.5? Let's look at it. 6/5 is the date. June 5th, 2026. Today is 7/13/2026. The difference is 111. Pope Francis died on the 111th day of the year, April 21st. 6.5 seconds. Subtracted from today, June 5th, 6/5, gives you 111. Pope Francis died on the 111th day of the year. That's April 21st. The 111. Come on, man. Then look, Penske race car. Penske race car. The date, 8/22/2026. It comes out to 6/14. That's Trump's birthday. That's Trump's birthday. But we ain't done. Mr. Penske, the one who spoke in the purple tie, who spoke right next to Trump. Roger Penske. Roger Penske's birthday is December 1st. December 1st, what is that? 1969. Well, that's when the company was founded. December 1st, 1969 is when the company was founded. December 1st, 1969. Today is July 13th, 2026. The difference is 59 years and 7/13, and that's today's date. On 7/13, Trump got hit in the ear. That's what they said. Now, Roger Penske's birthday. Roger Penske was born. You see the word? Born. He was born February 20th, 1937. The guy who owns Penske. Let's get that date. February 20th, 1937. Boom. Today is July 13th, 2026. He's 89 years old and 4/24. What happened on 4/24? On 4/24 of 2024, remember the bloody horse that bolted? And I told you that was Trump. The bloody horse that bolted. The black horse I said is Obama. Remember I showed a video 2 weeks ago that Trump didn't run for president. He ran to be king. I believe they allowed him to run to be king. Then they can take the whole dynasty. The black horse is going to win out. He's leaving. Then what else you got? July 13th, 2026 is today. August 22nd, 2026 is the first race. That's the race they're going to have at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. The difference is 41 days. I'm going to say it again. Today's date versus the day of that race is 41. Remember I said 41? Why is 41 important? On April 1st, I showed you guys, I have the video right here. On April 1st, 2026, Trump gave an update on Iran. On April 1st, 2026, Trump gave an update. April 1st, that's 4/1. He gave an update. That night, he walked through the double doors at 9/11. I hope you're following me. That's your 4/1. Now watch this. God is good. He's been showing me this because he wants you guys to know. Watch this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom. He walks in. Look at that. Look at that. He walks through the double doors. Put in French shot blue. Trump walks in at 9/11 to address the nation. You won't believe what I found. Take a snapshot, type it in, you can watch the video. Trump walked through the double doors of the White House at exactly 9/11 on April 1st, 4/1. And what did they say talking about this race? 41 days from now? Come on, man, they speaking. Okay, what else you got? Thank God for Steve Fletcher. I used it yesterday. He talked about the birthday and the death date of Lindsey Graham. Does it not come out to 9/11? Look. But when you flip the 9, you get a 6. What is 6/11? That's the FIFA game. That's when it first started. On 6/11, the first FIFA game. The last FIFA game is on 7/19. Okay? That's when I believe everything can pop off. In other words, Trump would just go. He's going to be off the world stage. Don't ask me how. I don't know what they're going to do. But I think this is it. I'm going to show you the rest of the decode, how I believe it's going to be done. Now, April 1st, 2026, Trump walked through the double doors at 9/11. July 13th is today. That's 3/16. John 3:16, Jesus sacrificed. He's going to make him a sacrifice. You understand? Why you think last week he was in Turkey and I showed you guys the video where I believe they did a funeral procession? Why you think he got on Air Force 2, well, the new Air Force plane, instead of the old one? Because that's Noah's Ark. That's the new. Everything's new. It's the new world order. But he ain't going to be here. He going to leave us. Now look, April 1st, 2026, 9/11, the day he walked through the door. April 1st, Trump walked through the double doors. April 22nd that's the road race. The difference is 4/21. That's when the Pope died, on 4/21. Isn't that something? Here's your receipts. 4/21 is the Pope. 4/21, there's your receipts. 4/21, that's when he died. The 111th day of the year. Then look at this here. This is going to blow your mind. It looks like they're going to get Trump at the FIFA game, July 19th. But look at this in history. This is mind-blowing. The first FIFA game, you ready for this? The first FIFA game in history was what date? July 13th. Shut your mouth. Why you think God woke me up at 7:13 on July 13th? He said, I got something to show you, boy. 7:13 on 7:13. And look, the first FIFA game in history was July 13th. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. July 13th, 1930. Tell me God ain't speaking, baby. He telling us. July 13th, 1930, right there. July 13th, 2026, today, that's 96 years. The 96th day of the year is April 6th, 4/6. JFK, George Floyd, George Orwell, they all died at 46 years old. Now, what else you got? JFK's birthday, death date. JFK was born May 29th, 1917. May 29th, 1917. Take May 29th, 1917, JFK. August 22nd, 2026 is the first race. 109 years old, JFK would have been, and 86. What is 86? That's your Batman movie. And really, to me, this is really, in Batman, they blew everything up. You guys saw my Batman videos the last few months. They blew everything up. 86 ran with the football. Now, in the stadium, there's a lot going on. And around New York, Gotham City, everything's blowing up. Will something happen on 7/19? Look at it like this. Here is the CEO of FIFA. All right? His birthday is March 23rd, 1970. March 23rd, 1970. Watch this. March 23rd, 1970, that's his birthday. And Penske Oil Company, that's part of this road race, their birthday is December 1st, 1969. The difference is 322. Why is 322 important? In Batman, when everything blows up, guess what's in the stadium? The stadium says 322. I know it's a lot. You can watch it again. This is the video. God showed me this morning. He loves me. He loves you. It's about to go down. Stay prayed up. Get some extra canned goods in the house, some water, and pray. We're going to have some live videos in a few days. We're going to do some live shows, and we're going to pray, and we're just going to wait it out. The Bible says, he that endureth until the end shall be saved. I believe I have showed you. There was an X with J.D. Vance, and the next day, boom, the Pope was gone. You just saw the checkered flag with the X. Baby, that's a sign. It's about to go down. God bless.